jump. And if you think that was a fight to the finish, you should have seen what came next on Sunday night. The premiere of The Mothers-in-Law.
Well, now, I guess we ought to get down to planning the wedding,
Yes, I guess we should.
Well, small weddings have their points, of course. But I think a big wedding gives the couple so much to look back on and remember.
Oh, that's very true. But a simple ceremony, just a few friends. I don't know, it's so much more warm and intimate.
Well, maybe we could compromise and have a small, big wedding.
Or a big, small wedding.
How small is your big?
How big is your small? Eve, this was an inspired idea, having a garden wedding.
Well, it was a nice compromise between a small wedding and a big one.
Let's practice my solo.
Again?
Well, you want it to be good, don't you? Gee, I wish I could think of another song besides Oh, Promise Me.
How about I Love You Truly?
No, everybody does that one, too. There is another good one, but I cannot think of the name of it.
Okay. Okay. Here's a glass of milk you wanted.
What took you so long?
I had to close all the windows first on account of the rain.
Oh, it's raining.
On the moon, Mr. Thomas, that could never happen.
What do you mean? You people have in-laws up there.
Yes, but no rainfall.
You don't have cowboys either. Which brings me to the next two shows on that Sunday night schedule. First, Bonanza, coming back for its 9th season. Little did we realize it was just getting started.
Hey, Pa, you all right?
Take your hands off me. Take them off. Don't touch me. That was the last straw, the very last straw. Here, get rid of those long-haired, rodents.
Oh.
Get rid of them.
Oh.
And go get my horse before you run from here back to Virginia City. You hear me? You're hurry up now. On the double. Get.
And right after Bonanza, a brand new Western series called The High Chaparral. The setting, Arizona in the 1870s, a time when the early pioneers and the Apaches were fighting for control of the territory.
What brought you to this country, senor?
Well, I think that we can start all over in this new land. We can build a great state where the white man and the Indian can live together in peace.
You do not consider them savages, senor?
No. They are a people fighting for their homeland just like any other people in this world.
Chaparral. I say that's finishing Sunday night on a high note.
Yeah, there's nothing like getting high on a Sunday night. The last time I'll borrow a joke from Dean Martin. Danny, tell her about Monday night.
Oh, Monday night. It comes after Sunday night.
That's right. The night your show is on.
Oh, yeah. Well, Monday night didn't begin with the Danny Thomas Hour. But the whole lineup began with that wonderful nonsense of the Monkees.
The Monkees?
Well, they're not the Budapest String Quartet. And guess what came after the Monkees?
Well, according to Darwin's theory...
After the Monkees, the Man from U.N.C.L.E. action was leading up to, Miss Luna?
I can't imagine.
The premiere of the Danny Thomas Hour.
Oh, there you are.
Now, if you tell me I look much younger in person, I'll scream. Yes, sir, the Danny Thomas Hour. Each week, another type of entertainment event, like the wonderful world of burlesque. Drama. Comedy. And variety.
Heavens, is there no limit to your versatility?
Well, I never was very good on the trapeze. And to top off the evening schedule, I Spy. That's the season it was changed to Monday nights.
The moon. There'll be no moon tonight, but the desert will be bright with jackals.
Scotty, listen.
And then we move on to Marrakesh, and he who controls Marrakesh controls the High Atlas, and he who controls the High Atlas controls the Sahara, and he who controls the Sahara controls...
Listen, the man wants his camel back.
Boy, there's no place on earth those two guys haven't been.
How terribly limited.
Say, speaking of unearthly creatures, how about that genie?
Master?
Mm-hmm.
Do you read French?
Yeah, a little. I studied in school.
Can you read this?
Oh, sure. Oh, that's easy. I wish I were in Paris.
Oh, Master!
Yep, in 67, 68, it was I Dream of Jeannie that got things started on Tuesday nights, and a very good year. Not for that body. And after I Dream of Jeannie, a big premiere. The full-hour Tuesday night Jerry Lewis show. I'd call that quite a performer.
If you happen to like great comedians.
Don't you like great comedians?
I think I prefer watching you.
Gee, thanks. Lovely sentiment. Anyway, 67, 68 was a wonderful television year for Jerry Lewis. His sketches, his characterizations, his overall artistry hit a brand new hard act to follow. But NBC did follow it each week with Tuesday Night at the Movies. Oh, the brightest stars and the brightest films.
I said, take it easy, baby, I worked all day and my feet feel just like lead. You got my shirt tails flying all over the place and the sweat popping out of my head.
I'm an innocent man. Judy, I swear to you, please let me in. I'll catch my death of cold.
Good. And be sure to give it to Linda.
So that wraps up Monday and Tuesday nights. Wednesday night in that new 1967-68 season meant, first of all, the return of that very popular show, The Virginian. Yes, The Virginian. Television's first 90-minute western.
You know me. You know something about me.
Put that gun away and listen to me. I know your name. Travis. I can identify you for the sheriff. That's what you want, isn't it?
Following The Virginian, a brand new craft music hall series with a different show ID each week.
Like what?
Well, like an hour of musical hits, old and new, by Herb Alpert and his Tijuana Brass. Like the wonderful, wacky comedy of Woody Allen.
And I don't know what to do. Usually in those cases, when I was in analysis years ago, I had bad emotional problems when I was younger. I had an inordinate fear of sea level that I could never come to terms with. And I used to be a nail biter, you know, and not just my own nails. I would bite indiscriminately.
Like Rock Hudson, starring in a spoof of Hollywood musical.
They just don't make movies like that anymore.
Good thing, too.
Great. You kids ought to take that number to Broadway.
Broadway! Hear that, kid? The great Paul Ziegfeld says we should be on Broadway!
Ziegfeld. I'm Ed Ziegfeld, the undertaker from Center City.
And right after Kraft Music Hall, Run for Your Life. Exciting adventures of a man who's living on borrowed time and who's thrown away the pawn ticket.
Thanks for nothing.
Thursday night meant Adventure 2, starting with the return of Daniel Boone.
You have betrayed your people.
No, Corner. I have not.
And after Daniel Boone, we were introduced to another kind of trapper, Raymond Burr, in a brand new full-hour series about a San Francisco detective called Ironside.
Well, spit it out.
The bullet shattered a nerve junction in your spine.
What does that mean?
It means that when you leave here, you can do anything you like. Anything except walk.
Oh, no. No.
You look for the Bayside Strangler. I look for the killer of Esther Garrison. Deal? Deal.
All right, boys, let's go. The chief's giving this one his personal attention.
On your way out, tell the reporters we expect to make an arrest within 50 hours.
We?
No, but we've been telling them 48 hours for years.
Despite his paralysis from a would-be assassin's bullet, Ironside manages to get around. Only too well, if you ask the people he's chasing. From San Francisco on Thursday night, it was just a short hop to Los Angeles for a look at another detective, L.A.'s famous Sergeant Friday, in Dragnet, 1968.
Sit down. Now, you want the time of day so bad, you tell us why.
I can tell you now. You would have spoiled everything if I told you before.
Told us what?
There's a school, see? 48th Street School. It ain't there now.
What do you mean?
It went up at 9 sharp.
You blew up a school.
And following Friday on Thursday...
Following Friday on Thursday?
That's what I said. Following Sergeant Friday on Thursday, the very popular Dean Martin Show.
That old river, he must know something. Don't say nothing, he just keep holding.
The next evening, Friday, brought us the least dressed man in television, Tarzan. Ever know a man who's got rocks on his head? From the nature world of Tarzan, we went to the far-out world of Star Trek.
Gee, I'd almost forgotten what those old-fashioned spaceships were like.
And we'll both die. Please. Don't make me.
And from Star Trek, we came down to Earth in Las Vegas for the new comedy series called Accidental Family.
When I'm not near the girl I love, I love the girl I'm near.
A swinging comedian suddenly gets custody of his little boy, and neither father nor son is exactly wild about the idea.
Wait a minute, Mike. You didn't bring him here.
You want to bet? Watch it. Come on in, son. He's dying to see you. Sandy Wallace? I want you to meet your father.
Which one is he?
Shall I deal him in?
But the comic does happen to own a farm he's rarely even visited, and that's where the two try to work things out.
It's Mrs. Kramer. She's been running the place for you. She's your tenant farmer.
How are you?
Mrs. Kramer, I'd like you to meet Mr. Wallace.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Wallace. Something wrong?
Not from the front. Listen, Mrs. Kramer, if you have a front name, I promise I won't reveal it to the CIA.
Susanna Prudence.
Susanna Prudence? Now, the name is the first act of Oklahoma.
Now, is a kid better off on a farm than in Vegas? Will his father mind commuting between nightclubs and a farmhouse kitchen? And one more question. Why can't all tenant farmers look like that? And right after Accidental Family, NBC gave us on alternating weeks the Bell Telephone Hour and a great series of news specials. News specials about San Simeon, the Siberian Railroad, the Dead Sea Scrolls, outer space. And as for the Bell Telephone Hour, it brought us a musical profile of Duke Ellington. A portrait of conductor Zubin Mehta, who's been called the next Toscanini. And a unique program showing how Romeo and Juliet has contributed to ballet, drama, opera, and the Broadway musical stage.
What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am.
Miss Luna was NBC's 1967-68 television season.
One of the really great seasons.
I can't thank you enough, Mr. Thomas. When may we expect your first visit to the moon?
Oh, I didn't think I'd be welcome up there after all the things I said about your green cheese.
Oh, of course. You see, we expect strangers to be skeptical about its great magical properties.
Oh, you mean that everlasting youth? But, I mean, you're still insisting upon it. You expect me to swallow a story that a beautiful, lovely creature like you is really 92 years old? Why, that'd be like my telling you that I'm really 94.
Oh, not quite.
All right.
I rather anticipated your disbelief, Mr. Thomas. So I took the liberty of bringing some evidence along with me on this trip. Follow me.
My dear Miss Luna, nothing you could say or do could prove to me that that green cheese you've got up there produces perpetual youth.
Thank you.
Must be Don's little boy. Little fellow. Does your father know that you're down here cavorting on Earth?
Father? What are you talking about, Danny? It's me. I'm Don Adams.
Oh, but you can't be Why, it's 1987. Don Adams must be... You're really Don Adams? Green cheese?
Lots of it. As a matter of fact, Danny, I'm beginning to enjoy the taste. Now, if they can only find a way to pour it. Well, it's the last time I'll ever steal a joke from Jan Murray.
Oh, Kevin, it's getting late. We're going to have to run.
Yeah, but...
I'm sorry, there just isn't time.
Remarkable. How such an old lady could be so graceful.
Danny, don't tell me she gave you that bit about being 92 years old.
Oh, yeah?
Don't believe it.
She's not 92.
Of course she's not 92 years old.
I told you she wasn't.
She's 108. Well, Danny, you know how women love to lie about their age.
Don, come on, hurry up, will you, please?
All right, I'm coming. Take it easy.
Don!
Why do they always get so grouchy when they get old? Well, take it easy, old-timer.
Now, you don't believe any of that nonsense, do you? It was a trick.
Of course.
Sure, trying to fool us.
Yeah. Say, I feel a bit of a chill. Do you mind going upstairs and get me my mini shawl?
Sure. Now hear this? There's something funny going on aboard this ship. I've been smelling it all morning, and what I smell, I dig out.
Mr. Roberts was undoubtedly the funniest novel ever written about the U.S. Navy. On TV this fall, it's certain to be even bigger than it was as a book. Since the book measured 8 by 5 inches, and most TV screens are 15 by 19. Of course, the Japanese make TV screens that are 8 by 3. But they never thought the American Navy was very funny anyway. My mother, the car. It seems there's this nice young fellow who buys a certain old car after finding out its radio brings in the voice and advice of his departed mother.
To a man-eating alligator. Well, you all may think my story is more fiction than it's fact. But believe it or not, my mother, dear, decided she'd come back as a car. She's a very own guy.
This is a series destined to become an instant favorite, not only with used car dealers, but with mothers everywhere who find it hard communicating with their children. The Dean Martin Show, a full hour of top-flight variety every Thursday night, with Dino hosting a series of his own for the first time. For his special guests, he's already engaged Frank Sinatra. He's engaged Eddie Fisher. He's engaged Diane Carroll. He's engaged Bob Newhart. Yes, sir, Dean Martin, one of the most engaging guys in show business. Camp Runamuck, this vacation spot for boys, is a very model of inefficiency and blundering. It's the only camp in the country that gives pandemonium shots. But Runamuck does have a lake, and just across the lake is a girls' camp. And both sets of campers, the little devils, can hardly wait for the day when NBC drains that lake. Convoy, a full-hour adventure series whose setting is the Atlantic Ocean. And let's see NBC try and drain that. It's the drama of a World War II convoy's tense and hazardous crossing to Europe. A television series that gives the lie, once and for all, to the theory that getting there is half the fun. Laredo is headquarters for a team of rugged, troubleshooting Texas Rangers. Yes, they're tough, but their hearts are as big as all outdoors. And it's the big outdoors that serves as the setting for their unusual adventures. What makes this hour-long series a sure winner is that Laredo has the same number of syllables as Bonanza.
I am Arthur Dunster, and I'm not Arthur Dunster. Look, I mean, you understand what this is.
Hank. The comic adventures of a youngster who has to attend college classes under different disguises because he's never matriculated. And he's never matriculated because it's only when you get to be a senior that you find out what matriculated means. Run for Your Life is a full-hour adventure series about a successful young lawyer who is suddenly told by doctors that he doesn't have much longer to live.
Well, I'm 34. No family. Haven't taken a day off since I left law school.
So he tries to crowd a lifetime of experiences into the days and nights he has left, which shows you how much fun a guy can have if he goes to the right doctors.
I lost it.
Oh, that's too bad.
I ran into a water bubble gum.
Please Don't Eat the Daisies is, of course, based on the bestseller written by Gene Kerr. That was a book that readers simply couldn't put down, largely because the cover was inflated with helium. There's no helium in the TV series, but it's a gas. You'll never guess who suddenly inherits a fashionable girls' school. Nope. No. No. It's none other than handsome John Forsythe. And the cute little cut-ups in his charge are such a trial that he sometimes wishes he'd inherited Camp Runamuck or UCLA.
All right, here we go. All right, everybody out.
This is a take, everyone. Settle down, settle down. Roll 'em. Speed.
If you leave me, my dear, I'll die.
Good God, man. Have you no shame?
Mona McCluskey. Well, let's see now. There's this luscious movie star, really Juliet Prowse. who makes a fabulous income in Hollywood. But her husband is an Air Force sergeant. And he's a high-minded type of guy who insists that they both live solely on his salary. I just want to say this. As long as we have that kind of man in our Air Force today, we're in pretty bad shape.
I present Major Simon Butcher, the man to whom you'll be directly responsible during this mission.
Sir. 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 Major.
The wackiest ship in the Army. This one is a full-hour comedy adventure series about a peculiar American ship in World War II. She was practically all wood, so enemy radar couldn't pick her up. She moved mostly through sail power, so sonar couldn't pick her up. And she was so darned respectable that enemy sailors couldn't pick her up. I spot. Here's an hour-long adventure show that travels around the world for its fascinating and exotic settings. Its two stars are undercover agents. There's one of them undercover now. One of our traveling heroes poses as a tennis bum, and the other as his trainer.
They made me a living legend.
Which proves that in this era of specialization, it takes training even to be a bum. I dream of Jeannie, a delightful fantasy. While stranded on a deserted beach one day, this young astronaut comes across an ancient, strange-looking bottle. When he opens it, out pops Jeannie in a wisp of smoke.
Somehow I must find a way to please thee, Master.
She's beautiful. She's lovable. She's dressed like a harem dancer. And from that point on, she never wants to leave his side. Our young spaceman finds all this a terrible hardship. Well, I said it was a fantasy. Get Smart. People who caught advanced screenings of Get Smart have called this series the most hilarious satire on espionage they've ever seen. Attribute all the show's brilliance to the genius of its star, Don Adams. On the other hand, one could. Well, those are the 15 new ones. As for the current hits returning for 1965-66, let's see now. Sorry, that was 1955. I must have had it in reverse. Okay, here we go. Bonanza. Hullabaloo. Andy Williams. Dr. Kildare. That'll be on 2 nights each week. Saturday night at the movies. And its sequel, Tuesday night at the movies. Brandon. Comedy from Bob Hope. Drama from Chrysler Theater. The Virginian. Flipper. Walt Disney. Daniel Boone. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And late but not least, tonight. Of course, you didn't need me to give you that list. But all the top secret stuff about the new half of the lineup, remember, not a word to anyone. Now as for the 1967-1968 season. I'm starring in a show called The Closet.
Monday, Hullabaloo, John Forsythe, Dr. Kildare, Andy Williams, Run for Your Life. Tuesday, My Mother the Carb, Please Don't Eat the Daisies, Dr. Kildare, Tuesday Night Movies. Wednesday, The Virginian, Bob Hope, and I Spy. Thursday, Daniel Boone, Laredo, Mona McCluskey, and Dean Martin. Friday, Camp Run Amok, Hank, Convoy, Mr. Roberts, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Saturday, Flipper, I Dream of Jeannie, Get Smart, Saturday Night Movies. Sunday, Telephone Hour, Walt Disney, Brandon, Bonanza, and Wacky...
The CBS television network, which for 9 consecutive years has attracted America's biggest evening audiences, proudly presents a preview of its 10th and greatest year of leadership, the 1964-65 season.
Say, that fella really likes to celebrate. This is Buddy Ebsen, and it's my pleasure to take you on a tour of 7 wonderful nights of entertainment, presenting television's finest programs and greatest galaxy of stars. Every week, this fall on CBS. Start with a big Sunday night schedule. The 20th century with Walter Cronkite will present fascinating living history, events of our near past, our present, and future. And Alan Young's pal, Mr. Ed, brings you comedy straight from the horse's mouth. Lassie has a new master, and even more exciting adventures in store. Last year's big comedy hit will keep tickling you with the earthly misadventures of my favorite Martian, starring Ray Walston and Bill Bixby. Ed Sullivan's Big Shoe starts its 17th season, bringing you the top stars and acts of show business from all over the world. Ed has a new Sunday night neighbor, and she is a living doll. Imagine an eligible bachelor like Bob Cummings being left in charge of a scientifically created robot who happens to be Julie Newmar.
I've just got to get you some clothes. I'm going to make a call right now. This blanket of yours has got to go.
Very well.
No, not now. No, not now. Boy, I've got to be careful what I tell you, don't I?
Tell me anything you like. If it's picked up on my computers, I respond immediately.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Got to be careful not to be too literal with you.
That doesn't compute.
No, but you see, that's what's so tremendous about this whole thing. I'm a psychiatrist. All day long, I deal with people's minds. And now, suddenly, I've got you. A robot with a magnificent... you've got a body that... Excuse me. Physically, you're built like a human being. But you have an electronic mind.
That computes.
Yes, you see, you can think and can act. But what about the emotional aspects? Do you think it's possible that you could be made to have the emotions of a human being and at the same time control them? Peter, I'd like you to meet Rhoda.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Yeah, Rhoda and I are going to be working on a little project.
Oh, well, isn't that nice? Is it something confidential, or shouldn't I ask any questions?
Ask any questions you like. My memory bank has been fed with over 50 million items of information, which I can compute in less than 1 second. This is a recording.
And after My Living Doll, you'll find that Joey Bishop's new address is Sunday night on CBS. Joey plays a TV comedian wed to lovely Abby Dalton, and the show is a merry-go-round of fun.
Just got out of the hospital.
Okay, I'll be careful. All right, no worries. I see it, my goodness.
Oh, Mrs. Barnes, it's so good to have you home.
Thank you, Hilda. So good to be home. Oh, when you see him, Hilda.
This thing, sweetheart, a year ago I carried you across that threshold, and today I'm carrying my son across that threshold. And before you know it, he'll be carrying his bride across the threshold, and they'll be carrying their son across the threshold.
How do you like that? The baby's 6 days old and already I'm a grandmother.
Next on Sunday, Durward Kirby and Alan Funt have the lens set at Laughs for a new candid camera season. And John Daly's Odd Job Spotters will be sizing up those challengers on What's My Line. Monday night, To Tell the Truth, with Bud Collier's not-so-truthful guest, leads off CBS's great Monday night lineup, and here is news. Steve Allen is your new host as the panel of I've Got a Secret starts a new season of snooping. And here's where you should have your pencil and paper ready. Andy Griffith, Don Knotts, and all those good folks of Mayberry, USA have an earlier time spot on Monday night. Lucy and Viv's hijinks are a little later, but funnier than ever this fall. Andy Griffith and Lucy, both at new times. Many happy returns. A new series to keep America chuckling joins the Monday comedy lineup. John MacIver plays the head of the complaint section of a department store. And no return should be easy in John's book.
Now, just what seems to be wrong with this tea kettle?
This kettle whistles like this. And the maid next door bought one at Toby's that whistles like this.
You mean to say that you prefer a kettle that whistles?
Why not?
But you're a lover of classical music, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I never miss Lawrence Welk.
You realize that this tea kettle is practically whistling the opening movement of Beethoven's Fifth?
Really?
Of course, if you'd rather have a rock and roll tea kettle, I'd be glad to refund you.
Oh, I wouldn't think of it. Beethoven? Oh, wait till I tell my friends.
Any questions? You may take over.
But when you wear it back like this, see the difference?
Wear this bikini. Give yourself a fighting chance. But I was thinking of something a bit more conservative. With your figure? It would be like covering the Taj Mahal.
All he has to do is learn to get the right pegs in the right hole. Like this. This one goes in here. That one goes in there. Science can be fun. This one goes in there. No, it don't go in there. It goes in here. It must go someplace. Get in there, you. Wait. Would you like a refund, lady? Krockmeyers appreciates your patronage.
The Monday schedule will feature a striking new hour-long drama series, Slattery's People. It revolves around the activities of a state legislature and a rising young political leader, played by Richard Crenna, with Paul Geary as his assistant.
I strongly urge a no vote on Mr. Slattery's proposed amendments.
Now, let's see if I can do us any good.
For what purpose do you rise, Mr. Sandberg? I rise in support of the amendments proposed by Mr. Slattery to the bill, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, John, hustle back to the office and ask Liz to see if she can locate Eastman and Petrini. They're not on the floor, and I can sure use their votes.
Right. You know, for two guys on opposite sides of the fence, you and Sanborn get along pretty well.
He's a good friend.
We are here to determine a single issue. Did you deliberately violate the laws of this legislature?
Do you mean to call me a liar, sir?
Those are your words, not mine.
Do you mean to call me a liar, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
And prove it, Mr. Slattery. Prove it. Mr. Sanborn, you are out of order.
I've never asked you for anything before, but I'm going to ask you now. I admit I'm interfering, and I know it's none of my business, but I want you to resign as chairman of that committee tonight.
I'll buy the first half of that. You are interfering.
I'm not exactly a stranger to you.
And it is none of your business.
A great new drama series. We moved over to Tuesday night. On the 50th anniversary of the start of World War I, CBS News brings you a fascinating full-scale picture of the issues, personalities, and battles of the Great War, using rare and original films combed from vaults and hiding places all over the world. Great War. And next, the Great Red Skeleton with all his fabulous characters and guests will start you laughing a half hour later this year. And so will B. Benaderet. And all the folks at Petticoat Junction, the most popular new show last season. And look who have set up hospital on Tuesday night this fall. The Nurses, starring Cheryl Conway, Zena Bethune, and some attractive new male leads. The Nurses will be bringing you shows ranging from high drama to rollicking comedy, so be looking for them Tuesday night. The graphic and distinguished CBS report starts Wednesday night's schedule and will focus on the key problems and personalities of our time. And speaking of our time... Hey, I hope I ain't interrupting, but Granny and Jethro and Ellie Mae asked me to tell you that we just can't wait to have you join us in Beverly Hills this fall. So we got the door open a half hour earlier. And Granny's got the mash ready. How did you get here? I was just about to tell the folks to watch the Beverly Hillbillies at the new earlier time this 64-65 season. Now go on, skedoodle. All right, I'll skedoodle. Where'd you get them funny-looking clothes? And Dick Van Dyke's right after the Hillbillies once again. So you be watching for the fun with Dick and all the rest of the gang. You know, a lot of companies don't allow the employment of a husband and wife. And in a brand new Wednesday night comedy, Carol Williams and Frank Allatter are going to show the problems this rule causes for a one-married couple.
Excuse me, Damon, are you busy?
Yes, Martha, I am.
I'll just be a moment. I want you to try on this new red sweater I bought for you. I love the stripe. Hate the floral pattern.
Oh, may I present Miss Carol Wilton?
Hi.
Mr. Frank Bridges, my wife, Martha. How do you do?
We've met before, haven't we? Across a crowded room.
No, I don't think so.
Now, I mean the young lady hiding behind you.
Oh, me? No. No, I don't think so.
She bought a fuzzy white sweater for her husband.
Husband? Miss Wilton, I didn't know you were married.
Oh, dear, was it supposed to be a secret?
Miss Wilton, I'm shocked. Not exactly shocked, I'm hurt. Not really hurt, I'm bewildered. No, I'm shocked. Now, why didn't you come and tell us? Have we been strangers here or one big family?
Strangers.
Rounding out CBS's Wednesday night is the one and only Danny Kaye, starting his second season as one of the established hits of television. Sheer entertainment, as only Danny and his guests can bring it to you. To start off Thursday, we're going to have you meet a perfectly normal family. Normal, except that everyone but a pretty niece looks like a famous movie monster and doesn't know it. Let's drop in on The Munsters, starring Fred Gwynn, Al Lewis, and Yvonne DiCarlo.
Someone's coming. Hi, Uncle Herman.
Hello, Marilyn.
Oh, Uncle Herman. What's the matter with me anyway?
Eddie, come down here now. Time for bed.
Not now, Mom. I'm having fun.
Eddie, don't talk fresh to your mother. And stop playing that silly game.
It is not a silly game.
Would you like a little something to eat? I have some warm lady fingers in the oven. No, thank you, Aunt Ellen. Night, everybody.
Good night, Marilyn.
Night, Grandpa.
Good night, darling.
Marilyn.
I hope you're not going to start that again, Herman.
Well, she's your niece, you know. She's your sister's kid. Nobody on my side of the family ever looked like that.
Perry Mason will tackle his thrilling cases at an earlier hour on the new Thursday schedule, immediately following The Munsters. And then Alan Ludden invites you to play Password right after Perry Mason. That fine comedian Paul Ford stars in a delightful new Thursday night comedy series, The Baileys of Balboa. Sam Bailey and his son run a half-day fishing boat in the middle of the luxurious Balboa yachting community. And Sam runs head-on into his millionaire yachting neighbors.
I assure you nothing in the world is going to spoil this regatta.
Folks, we're now passing the yacht club. Very exclusive. You can't get in unless you're very rich. Even the bus boys are millionaires.
Now, you see here, Bailey, I'm not going to watch years of planning go up in smoke. Smoke from this floating incinerator of yours.
Now, simmer down, Wintune. Buck is making a few adjustments on the engine, and when he's done, she'll go so quietly nobody'll even hear us. How are you doing, Buck?
Just getting ready to start her up.
Now, listen to this. When we go by your yacht club tomorrow, she'll purr like a pussy cat. Kick her over, Buck.
I warn you, Bailey. If you come by that yacht club with this pussycat, she'd better have 9 lives.
How's that, Wintune?
E.G. Marshall and Robert Reed have moved their offices to Thursday night, so remember that the superb drama of The Defenders will be brought to you each Thursday in this brand new CBS television season. Looks like these tracks are going to take us to Friday night, where an old favorite and 3 brand new programs are on the CBS schedule. The Rawhide Drovers move back to Friday with thrilling new tales of the trail to start off the evening. And then...
There was one other thing. See, this is a one-way street, Mrs. Webb. Well, now that could have been my fault, you see, but you were in the left-hand lane. And you were signaling left, and I don't know. I just more or less assumed you were going to turn left. You see? Same to you, fella.
Carol Burnett and Bob Newhart will headline many of the shows in a new hour-long review, The Entertainers. Each week, your entertainers will be the top names in show business. Now, everyone has met Gomer Pyle on the Andy Griffith Show. Well, Gomer has joined the Marines. And from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli and everywhere in between, you're going to find everyone laughing at the Marines' most inept and most hilarious recruit.
Move it! Move it! Move it! Hold on! Move, Pyle! Move! Move! Stay silent! Hold on! Pick it up! Pyle, pick it up! Pick it up! My grandma moves faster than that!
Well, bless her heart.
You're going to follow in the footsteps of men who have served from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
That's from the Marine film. I know all the words to it.
You say something, Pyle.
I was just saying that's from the Marine film, and I know all the words to it. I really do.
You do, huh?
Uh-huh. Nelson's funeral parlor back home put out a calendar one year with the words on the back of it. That's how come I learned it.
Well, that's just wonderful. Why don't you sing it?
Sing it?
Well, why not?
Well, shoot, I ain't got much of a voice.
Oh, go on.
Well, if you'd really like it.
Hey, just a minute. Here's something that'll give a nice ring to your voice. Go on, Pyle. Sing it.
From the halls of my This here's my favorite part. We fight our country.
Knock it off!
You know, it does give your voice a nice ring.
The Reporter is the third new Friday series on CBS this fall. An hour-long, action-filled dramatic series written by Jerome Weidman. Harry Gardino plays a hard-driving newsman, and Gary Merrill is his city editor, best friend, and severest critic.
If you try to slip another one of these pieces of blank verse past my desk, you'll find yourself back where I found you. Peddling papers instead of writing.
Now, wait a minute, Lou. Will you stop thinking of insults and tell me what's wrong with my facts in that story?
My beef is the way you used those facts.
Lou, a kid was killed, another is dying. Arnold Ellsworth won't tell me who the murderer is. Now, what's wrong with my telling that to the people of this city?
When you dig up the facts proving that Arnold Ellsworth is responsible for the death of that child, I'll be proud to spread them across the front page. In the meantime, I want you to stop exercising your private devils in the columns of an honest newspaper.
Don't waste any time presenting me. You know, according to her father, I'm officially dead.
The Reporter, good news for drama fans. And then Saturday, little traveling music, Professor, and away we go. How else to launch it except with Mr. Saturday Night himself, Jackie Gleason. Jackie, Frank Fontaine, and all the Gleason gang will be regaling you from sunny Miami each week this new season. We're all going to be shipwrecked Saturday nights this fall on Gilligan's Island, along with Bob Denver, Alan Hale Jr., Jim Backus, and a delightfully zany crew. So let's all take a peek at the island castaways somewhere in the Pacific.
Hey, Gilligan! Oh, my gosh. Man overboard.
I'll save you, Skipper!
Gilligan!
The minnow's been beat.
But when the passengers wake up and want to get off at the marina, what are you going to tell them?
Think of something.
How are we going to get home? Look at those holes.
Oh, Captain, will you have your man remove our luggage from this vessel?
Oh, I'd be very happy to, Mr. Howell. Where would you have it removed to?
Oh, someplace where the limousine can pick it up and take us to the nearest hotel.
I don't even know where we are. For all I know, this island is uninhabited.
Oh, nonsense. Mr. Hilton has hotels everywhere.
Darling, look at that.
Time like this, water sports. I mean real.
Handsome Craig Stevens stars in a new hour-long series, Mr. Broadway, created by Garson Kanan, that will bring added excitement to CBS's Saturday night lineup. Craig plays a dynamic New York public relations agent, and he'll whirl you into a world that's larger than life.
Emily, look, I'm sure nothing's wrong. And if you were my daughter, I wouldn't be fussing. Or if I were your father. I'm not, and you're not, and that makes a difference.
Uh-huh.
From now on, I want you in by 1 o'clock.
How about 2?
Not a chance.
Oh, if I get pneumonia, it'll be your fault. Double pneumonia, even.
Where do you think you're going? To give the little lady your things. You're wrong. Oh, in what way? She's not a little lady.
What's so funny?
There's a difference between a good time and a good life. Where did you pick up that
Don't
kind
be
of
flip
bull?
with me. I'm trying to help you.
Well, help yourself. You need it. The way to help me is just to stay away from me.
Oh.
Hello? Mr. Hightower, please. Oh, it is? Well, I've got a message for you. The next time you introduce one of your girls to Mr. Buddy Warner or him to one of them, you better start looking for a new line of work. Mike Bell.
And that was Mr. Broadway. And then, what would Saturday night be without the thrilling tales of Gunsmoke? Matt Dillon, Kitty, Doc, and all their Dodge City friends will once again be bringing you the stirring tales of the Old West, right from the Saturday Night Hitching Post. Okay. So here we have 7 wonderful nights of entertainment, programming to please every taste. And this election year, Walter Cronkite and the CBS News staff will be keeping you abreast of all the news on their regular and special programs. And be watching for some outstanding CBS television entertainment specials this 1964-65 season. Shows like An Hour with Robert Goulet and his guest stars Leslie Caron and Terry Thomas.
Without a song, the road would never bend. When things go wrong, a man ain't got a friend. Without a song.
And shows like Rodgers and Hammerstein's delightful Cinderella, John Carlo Minotti's new opera Martin's Lie, especially commissioned by CBS, Leonard Bernstein's Young People.
Tiger, during the season of giving and the exchanging of gifts, why not show your concern for the world around you by giving something that's not obligatory, doing something that's not absolutely demanded? You can start right now by answering your Christmas seal letter. Next, use Christmas seals on all your holiday letters and gift packages. They're small in size, but so unique in meaning. So do the special thing. It's a matter of life and breath.
The Incredible Adventures of Johnny Quest. Now, immediately following the Superman-Aquaman hour, take a perilous journey into uncharted lands. Cross paths with monsters from unknown worlds. Discover the weird, the fantastic come to life. Be here on CBS when the Johnny Quest team goes into action. 12:30 Eastern Time, 11:30. Boy with an eye for action. His Indian pal Haji, and the dog with a nose for danger, Bandit. What a team! What excitement! Be sure to watch
The Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Saturdays on CBS.
A picnic was supposed to happen here. It wasn't rained out, it was bugged out by mosquitoes, flies, gnats. A picnic could have happened here with 612 Plus. The Plus is a formula with 2 active ingredients, not 1. Made specially to protect real outdoor people. Man over mosquito. 612 Plus. The insect repellent for real outdoor people.
Would you believe you can win a new car for each day of the week? Charge, get going again. Enter Dr. Pepper's Charge, Get Going Again sweepstakes. Some lucky person will win 7 cars. A new Dodge Charger for each day of the week.
You gotta be kidding.
No, ma'am. A car for every day of the week. Just imagine. Monday, blue. Tuesday, yellow. Wednesday, green. Thursday, bronze. Friday, turquoise. Saturday, red. Sunday, white. One person will win all 7. Plus, a year's supply of refreshing Dr. Pepper. The different soft drink that's not a cola, but a blend of deep fruit flavors. 1,300 prizes in all. So get going. Look for free entry blanks where Dr. Pepper is sold. Enter the Charge, Get Going Again sweepstakes today. Enter now, enter often.
All right, Joe, take her out.
Hey, Dave, want to get all these to the warehouse by quitting time?
That'll be pretty close. Or I can get you more trucks.
No, I think we'll make it.
Good.
Cigarettes won't make it.
What's wrong?
Got no taste in it. You know, flat.
Uh-huh. Try a cool.
All right. Thanks.
Come up to the cool taste, the coolest taste in any cigarette. Get Cool's white filter, rich tobaccos do. Taste extra coolness, let Cool's come through for you.
Hey, these cools taste good.
Been my brand for years.
And I can see why.
Come up to the cool taste, the taste to stay with every time you smoke.
30% flaps.
30% flat.
Robert McLaughlin! You leave those flaps alone and give us back the right guard. Don't you dare fly away and leave us defenseless.
Lachlan, you took your family's right guard?
Yeah, you're grounded.
Oh, no.
Gillette Right Guard, the perfect personal family deodorant because nothing touches you but the spray itself. So share the Right Guard or make sure there's an extra can around the house. Don't leave your family defenseless.
He's got the knack, he's got the knack. The light new razor from Gillette. Long favorite handle. Opens and shuts with a twist. Shades with the flick of the wrist. He's got the knack, he's got the knack. The light new razor from Gillette. The light new razor from Gillette. The light new razor from Gillette.
The knack. Only Gillette's got it. Now, here's coffee.
Square cups? You're kidding.
Watch this. Coffee Mate, non-dairy creamer. Browns out the flavor in a cup of coffee.
Look at that.
Hey, let me try.
Tastes great. It's smoother.
Delicious.
Coffee Mate rounds out the flavor in a cup of coffee. Coffee Mate from Carnation.
Mr. Friskies! Oh, hi, Spy. Oh, you want more flavor in your food, huh? Well, here's what you do. Hide your bowl. Good, good. Now, up in his favorite chair. That's it. And look, don't move till you get Friskies canned dog food. Well, Friskies has real flavor from real meat, real liver, real chicken. You're nervous? Well, hang in there, kid, till you get the taste you want. Just keep thinking, Friskies meat, Friskies liver, Friskies chicken.
Beautiful, Mr. Bartlett, beautiful. You were the wife.
Well, there was this big red truck, and he...
Red? Wasn't going to a fire, I hope.
No, I was parked, and he backed into me.
Yeah, well, we'll fix it up for you. It isn't too bad.
Wish I could say the same thing for these new cigarettes of mine.
More problems?
They taste as hot as the ones I was smoking before.
Yeah, these won't.
Cools and a long size?
Uh-huh. Tastes just like their name.
Come up to the cool taste. Taste extra coolness in an extra length.
Yeah, right, Charlie.
Hey, Eddie, you know you've got something.
Huh?
These cools. Sure like them.
Come up to the cool taste.
Try new Cool Filter Longs, the only extra-length cigarette with a taste of extra coolness. Cool Filter Longs, Cool Filter Kings. 2 sizes, 1 taste. The cool taste.
Hurry, let's play bridge. The floor.
Pronto, the quick pick-me-up for tired floors.
Hi. Hi, Margot. We made it.
Pronto cleans and shines, then dries in 5 minutes.
Welcome to the invisible world of odors and germs. You can't see odors, but you can eliminate them with Lysol brand spray disinfectant. It clears the air, has a fresh, clean scent, but never leaves a telltale odor of its own. Spray it on surfaces to kill germs you can't see, the kind that cause athlete's foot, mold and mildew. You'll never see all the reasons for using Lysol spray, but you'll breathe easier for it.
Tough headache? Here, take these. Okay now?
Hey, great. Give me something new, huh?
It contains the strongest pain reliever you can buy.
Some triple-strength new discovery, huh?
No, I gave you 100% aspirin, because aspirin is the strongest pain reliever you can buy. That means nothing is stronger than Bayer aspirin.
Yeah.
Cool Filter Kings, who now make Cool Filter Longs. 2 sizes, 1 taste, the cool taste. And buy new Glory Spray Foam Rug Cleaner, the fast, easy way to clean rugs and carpets. Glory Rug Cleaner from Johnson Wax.
Now you can clean your rug this afternoon and entertain guests tonight. Glory does it. Glory, the new spray foam rug cleaner from Johnson Wax.
Just push the button, and you get instant foam. It's deep cleaning foam like professionals use. Now sponge it in with a wet mop, let dry, then vacuum. Glory usually dries in only 2 to 4 hours. And just 1 can cleans a big 10 by 14 rug for less than $2.
Try new Glory. So easy you can clean your rug this afternoon. Entertain guests tonight. Glory, new from Johnson Wax.
Lemon pledge, very pretty. Put the shine down lemon good. Lemon pledge as you're dusting brings new luster to the wood. Lemon pledge clean so easy. Lemon way to make wood glow. Lemon pledge as you're dusting adds protection as you go.
You like brand new Lemon Pledge, the fresh, clean way to get the beauty of waxing with none of the work. As you dust, new from Johnson Wax.
If she kissed you once, will she kiss you again? Be certain with Certs, the delicious candy mint that stops bad breath. Delicious candy mint, perfect breath mint. Certs is 2 mints in 1. Certs contains a sparkling drop of Retsin to stop bad breath. With Certs, if she kissed you once, she'll kiss you again. Be certain with Certs.
When you're upset, tense, nerves snap, and each mounting pressure may start the flow of excess acid in your stomach. Result, acid indigestion, heartburn, that burning sensation. But Rolaids, with its exclusive buffering compound,
has thousands of absorbent particles. Each consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid, gives fast, lasting relief. Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid.
Taste me, taste me. Come on and taste me.
That's amazing.
No, that's Doral, the first low-tar nicotine cigarette with so much flavor it says taste me.
But how does it...
How does it taste? Try it.
Joy is for sharing a time for the two of us. Being together and sharing our joy. Almond joy is for sharing too. One piece for me and another for you.
Peter Paul Almond Joy. The only double candy bar made of juicy, tender, moist coconut and roasted almonds in a blanket of real milk chocolate. Almond Joy. It's made for sharing.
When your sweetheart says you've had it 'cause she's found somebody new.
Go get a Mounds, get a coconut Mounds bar, get a Peter Paul Mounds bar. Mounds will get you through with sweet tasting coconut and deep dark chocolate too. Wahoo! Go get a Mounds, get a coconut Mounds bar. Mounds will get you through. Mounds will get you, baby, Mounds will get you through.
When the distinguished award-winning American author Philip Roth brought out his fourth novel, the reaction of the literary world and the general public was immediate controversy. Portnoy's Complaint quickly became the book everyone knew about. And now the most outspoken novel of our day is the film that says it all. Richard Benjamin, Karen Black, Portnoy's Complaint, rated R.
One day, Mort Meek was eating his Chips Ahoy cookies with an average of 16 chips. But what's this? Why, it's nothing! The invisible monster! So Mort turned into Cookie Man, and then turned invisible too. And the fight is on! Aha! The moral? Chips Ahoy cookies with 16 chips are better than anything, and Cookie Man is better than nothing.
Mother Nature.
That's me. Look at this redwood, one of my best efforts.
Speaking of best efforts, taste this.
My delicious butter.
That's chiffon margarine.
Oh, no, it's too creamy and sweet. It's my butter, all right.
It's chiffon. Fooled you, Mother Nature.
It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
If you think it's butter, but it's not. It's chiffon.
Here in Nestle's Chocolate Land, everything is made of chocolate. Even the Chocolate Land armored truck, full of our greatest treasure, Nestle's $100,000 bars, made of rich, gooey caramel, lots of crunchy things, all covered with rich milk chocolate. Nestle's $100,000 bar, 2 pieces, the richest bar in town.
Nestle's makes the very best chocolate hat. And they make pretty good trucks, too.
Oh, dear.
Why so sad, Mama?
Even though the kids like you, they don't like your cereal.
True. More people prefer Quest cereal than Quake.
Scat you!
Don't worry, Mama. I got a secret wheat pod right here.
A secret wheat pod? Sure looks like a lively one.
It is. Come on out, Simon.
Hello, hello, hello.
Gracious, a kangaroo.
No, Mama. He's a quangaroo. Here to help introduce my brand new cereal, Orange Quangaroos.
Is there orange?
Sure. Bright orange color, bright orange flavor. Sweet and crunchy, too. And there's a whole day's worth of vitamin C in every bowlful.
Simon says it's delicious.
You sure you can outdo Quest?
I can take care of him with both hands behind my back. I'd like to see you do it. My pleasure.
You might have a winner at that.
Get Quake's new Orange Quangaroos.
Simon says you love them.
You said it, Simon.
I did, didn't I? I did.
Captain Crunch, the Crunchberry Beast found the 4-leaf clover.
Swell. What do we wish for, CB?
Of course. Captain Crunch cereal with strawberry-flavored crunch berries. 2 kinds of flavor, 2 kinds of crunch, and a good part of a nutritious breakfast. Very well. I wish CB had all the crunch berries he wants. Next time, let's not wish quite so hard.
Crunch berries from Quaker.
The word is security. You know, most people think that money is security. But real security is using our ability and our energies in productive ways. Now, when we use this creative potential, we are creating situations that bring security. Once you've found this inner security, oh, you've got it made. The knowledge that you can face any situation means that you have attained real security.
For your free copy of Words from Unity, write Unity Television, Unity Village, Missouri.
This is Jack Albertson, and remember, the word is security.
While Friday on NBC, right after Sanford and Son, you'll be saying hello to Chico and the Man, a hilarious tug-of-war between a young, fast-talking Chicano and the crotchety owner of a broken-down one-pump garage. The Chicano, TV's newest comedy find, Freddy Prinz. The Man, Academy Award winner, Jack Albertson.
Hey! Oh, buenos dias!
What are you doing in here?
Who, me?
Get out of here and take your flies with you.
What flies?
Your flies. You people got flies all around you. And while you're standing here, your flies are getting together with my flies and making more flies.
You're a nice man.
Will you get out of here, go back to your own neighborhood?
This is my neighborhood. I grew up watching this garage run down. You need me.
For what?
I'm Super Max.
Who's Super Max?
Super Mexicanic. Ask anybody in the body about Chico Rodriguez. You know what they tell you? Oh, yeah, Chico can take apart an engine and put it back together blindfolded. He don't need no fancy machine to tell him what the trouble is. This is my fancy machine. One listen, I know what the trouble is. I take care of my uncle's 64 Chevy, beautiful condition. Pom-poms on all the antennas. Cellophane seat covers, right? Little dog in the back window with the heckles going up and down.
Something wrong with your horn?
No.
It keeps honking.
You got any gas?
Oh, you didn't come in here just to make noise, huh? What do you want, regular or supreme?
Supreme. What credit cards you want?
The green ones with the president's face on them.
I don't think I have enough cash.
Oh, that's all right. I'll trust you.
Oh, thank you.
When you come in with the money, you can have your car back.
And why are you so grouchy? I can see why nobody likes you.
What are you talking about? Who says nobody likes me?
Everybody says nobody likes you, but I don't care what nobody says. I like you.
Hey, hold it. If you're looking for a job, forget it.
I told you I don't want a job.
Good.
I want to be part of something. I want to belong. I want my place in the sun.
Go to the beach. Look, I want you and this stuff out of here. It's beginning to smell like Saturday night in Tijuana.
That smell attracts my people.
Good. Open a restaurant in Pasadena and attract them over there.
If you want me, I'll be in my room.
What room? Hey, Chico, you deaf? Can't you hear? We got a customer.
We? We got a customer? We got a customer. We got a customer.
Chico and the Man. Its title song written and sung by Jose Feliciano. And as we back out of the garage, we run into James Garner, who stars in a brand new series called The Rockford Files. Garner plays a private investigator who just loves to reopen cases that the police have given up on. His office, a small trailer that goes where he goes, keeps the overhead down and the underworld anxious.
What is it I can do for you, Miss Butler?
My father was murdered. And the police don't seem to think it was very important, just a Skid Row killing.
Skid Row?
My father was a wind-up.
Did that bank job? Yeah? When we were in prison, you must have told me 100 times you were innocent.
Well, I wasn't. How about you? Did you do that thing?
No, I was bad rap.
Sure.
His fee, $200 a day. But he does make exceptions.
Sarah, don't do that. All right, I'll look into it for an hour or so, just for fun, no charge. If it looks like it's going to develop, I'll take it on.
Good.
Now I ask you, is there a private eye living or even dead who's this cool?
You gotta be one of the dumbest looking apes I ever saw. All right, Jerry, one more time, then I'm gonna have to mark you up some. Why are you following me?
Well, you just help yourself, mister. And then you get out of the country.
If you hear back from some people, if somebody's looking through your background, your bank account, business associates, well, don't worry about it. Just be me.
Oh, I wish we'd have caught him.
Well, we'll turn it back to the cops, and eventually they will. At least we'll get it out of the inactive file.
Today's police departments never did anything more dangerous than straightening the files or jabbing at a typewriter. There's a new kind of female officer on the scene. She's called policewoman.
Well, I've been a police officer 2.5 years. Desk work and runaway kids, it's dull.
Safe.
That's not why I joined.
You know, advice is not pushing around teeny boppers or taking care of sweet old ladies or drunks or lost kids.
I can handle it.
Okay.
Here's Angie Dickinson, starring as one of the loveliest cops you've ever seen.
I'm curious. Why does a man like to play for such high stakes?
No real gamble if you can afford to lose. What about you? What brings you up here?
I don't know. I met him downstairs. He said, come on up and see some high-stakes gambling. I thought it might be fun.
You come up to strange men's rooms often? That could be dangerous, you know. I had one more.
Well, it's no gamble if you can afford to.
Touché.
She's as bold as she is beautiful.
What are your arrangements?
What you will bear? 5 for the regular. I also have a few champagne customers.
And what do I have to do for 100?
There's only 2 kinds of people that ask that question. Cops and virgins.
Just wanted to know what you have to do for 100.
I tell you what, I have a customer back there. We'll see how he likes you.
Her looks open doors. Once inside, it's her own resourcefulness against the mob.
Your job is to pick up and deliver.
Okay.
Just like that. Okay.
Okay.
You don't want to know about the fall if we are raided?
All right, what about the fall?
Gambling is a $25 fine. George here is a lawyer. We get raided. You say we're just gambling. He bails you out and pays the 25. We are back in business.
Don't they confiscate the equipment?
Smart girl.
Hey, okay, baby. You ready? Come on, be good again.
What kind of a hooker carries a gun? What kind of a hooker turns down 2 bills for 10 minutes work? 20 seconds. You're either a fink or a cop, and either way, I'm a...
I'm a cop! Now listen to me. You pull that trigger, you kill a cop. You'll never get out of here. I'm wired, Carl. Outside, they're listening to every bit of this. You want to go down for murder 1, a cop killer, a woman cop, you'll never get to the station.
Time's up. Let's go. All units, go.
Where have you been?
Don't you know enough to turn off the radio?